Hello, what's up, guy? Nice to see you, and welcome back to our video lesson today. And today in this video lesson, everybody gonna learn about the new point that is called neoliberalism. Yeah, neoliberalism. And before I let you know to this new points, I would like to ask all of you some in the old point that you studied last week. Who can tell me what do you study last week? Just last week we studied about economic. Yeah, economic. Economic. What is economics? Who can tell me what is economics? Economics, it means is the social science that studies how people interact with values. Yeah, in particular, the production, distributions, and consumption of goods and services. Or one more, we can say that the way in which trade, industry, or money is organized. Yes, that is called economic. Yeah, economic. So, and I also need to yeah reviews all of you about the vocabulary. Yeah, this the it's like that everybody can see on your computer screen or your smartphone screen. Other word, descend upon. Yeah, descend upon. What is descend upon? Descend upon if a group of people descend on a place or person to the right, usually without warning or without being invited. That is called descend upon. Yeah. And the next one here, diverse. Yeah, diverse causes. Diverse cause. Yeah, diverse cause. It means Papa had same thing here. And yeah, a stun agenda. Sorry, stun grenade. Stun grenade. What is stun grenade? I mean a small bomb that produces a bright flash and a loud noise so as to stun or disorient. Yeah, disorient people without causing serious injury. Yeah, serious injury. ការគប់គ្រាប់បែកដៃ but it's not to cause serious injury វាអត់មានឲ្យមានបង្កគ្រោះថ្នាក់ធ្ងន់ធ្ងរ that is called stun grenade. Yep. And about vandalize. Yes, vandalize to intentionally damage property belonging to other people. Yes, that is called vandalize ការបំផ្លាញ sorry បំផ្លាញសម្បត្តិអ្នកដទៃ and the last word here about culminate. Yeah, culminate if an event or a series, yeah, of event culminates in something, it ends with it having developed until it reaches this point. That is called culminate. Yeah, culminate កើនឡើងខ្ពស់បំផុត. Yeah. Okay, one more word. Riot. Yeah, riot. Riot the noises, violent and uncontrolled public meeting. Yeah, កុបកម្មការធ្វើឲ្យមានចលាចល. Yes, riot. Okay, that's all for in this reviews. Yeah, this revision. So now move on to the next one about the. Oh, I have some question according to this old point. Yeah, in this economic. So my question is, what is balance of payment? Who can tell me what is balance of payment? So you can pause this video and answer if you know the answer. It means the total exports and imports of a given country in a given time period. Or one more we can say that, yeah, the difference between the money that a country receives from export and the money that it spends on, yeah, imports. Yeah, that is called balance of payment. Okay. Oh, yeah, one more question. Yeah, what is the goal? Yes, what is the goal of Bretton Woods conference? What is the goal of Bretton Woods conference? I mean, the goal of it is to rebuild and regulate the international economy, preventing the monetary chaos of the interwar period. Yeah, I think that everybody have known about the interwar period. Yeah, interwar period refer to the Second World War and the war like yeah the First War and the Second World War. That's called interwar period. Yeah, from occurring again. Yeah, to reveal again answer to this question, the goal of Bretton Woods Conference to reveal and regulate the international economy, preventing the monetary chaos of the interwar period from occurring again. Yeah. Thank you. That's all for the question and the revision in this old point. Let's move on to the news that is called neoliberalism. Yeah, neoliberalism here. Yeah. Okay. Neoliberalism. Start from now. Here. Start from this point. Neoliberalism. What is neoliberalism? Even a political. Let's take out your notebook and pen to write it down about this neoliberalism means. A political approach that favors free market capitalism, deregulation and a reduction in government spending. Or one more, we can say that a policy model that encompasses yeah, both politics and economic and seeks to transfer the control of economic factors from the public sectors to the private sector. Yeah, you have to know to yeah the phrase with underlined. Yeah, the phrase is underlined uh, from the public sector to the private sector. That is called uh, neoliberalism. Yeah, and the next one is yeah counteract. Yeah, counteract to reduce or remove the effect of something unwanted by producing an opposite effect. Chụp to or riêng. Yeah, counteract and undermine. Actually, everybody studied this word already from the previous slide, from the previous point. Yeah. Okay, to make someone less confident, less powerful, or less likely to succeed, or to make something weaker, often gradually. Yeah, gradually. Tụm lê chao. Or one way we can say that thua ở chọc sào. And yeah, fluctuate to change, especially continuously and between one level of thing and another. Yeah, thua ở pride rule ផ្លាស់ប្ដូរ yeah fluctuate learn to pronounce fluctuate. Yeah, fluctuate. And instability uncertainty caused by the possibility or of a sudden change in the present situation. Yeah, instability uncertainty. And inflation, a general continuous increase in prices. Yeah, inflation. Interventionism, a policy or doctrine of intervening, especially government interference in the affairs of another state or in domestic economic affairs. Yeah, that is called interventionism. Yeah, interventionism. ការ អន្តរាគមនិយម yeah and crisis yeah crisis this word is in plural crisis we have to write in this way with the end of s yeah crisis but the thing to learn of this word is crisis and in sis yeah crisis it means a time of great disagreement confusion or suffering with bad yeah crisis and prominent a person who speaks publicly in support of a particular idea or plan of action អ្នកគាំទ្រ yeah អ្នកគាំទ្រ and portray here it's not nouns but it functions as verb meant to represent or describe person or someone or something in a painting film yeah book or other artistic work បង្ហាញឬពណ៌នា yeah portray as verb portrays yeah and the next one inefficient yeah inefficient it means not organized skilled or able to work in a satisfactory way គ្មានប្រសិទ្ធភាព yeah state owned គ្រប់គ្រងដោយរដ្ឋ deregulating yeah deregulate to remove national or local government controls or rules from a business or other activity លុបចោល yeah deregulate លុបចោល and backup a person or thing that can be called if is yeah can be called on if necessary a reserve yeah a reserve បម្រុងទុក whereby by which way or method ដោយហេតុនោះ yeah whereby redeem to exchange a piece of paper representing a particular amount of money for that amount of money or for goods to the value ប្ដូរ yeah redeem equivalent having the same amount value purpose qualities etc សមមូល or ដែលមានតម្លៃ yeah equivalent ដែលមានតម្លៃស្មើ yes and Keynesian relating to or denoting the economic theories of the English economist John Maynard Keynes yeah and posit to suggest something as a basic fact or principle from which a further idea is formed or developed សរមត់រពោលអះអាង yeah posit the inevitable yeah the inevitable something that is certain to happen and cannot be prevented មិនអាចជៀសរួចឬមិនអាចជៀសផុត yeah boom to increase or become successfully and produce a lot of money very quickly yeah ការរីកចម្រើនខ្លាំង according to money yeah and yeah privatization yeah privatization I mean the transfer of a business industry or service from public to private ownership and control ឯកជនភាវូបនីយកម្ម yeah ឯកជនភាវូបនីយកម្ម privatization and flourish to grow or develop successfully yeah to grow or develop successfully ចម្រើនលូតលាស់ move on to the next page buzzwords yeah buzzword I mean a word or expression from a particular subject area that has become fashionable by being used a lot especially on television and in the newspapers ពាក្យសម្ដីដែលគេប្រើជាញឹកញយបាទដែលគេប្រើជាសាមញ្ញទូទៅជាពិសេសតាក់ទងទៅលើ the subject area that become fashionable by being used a lot and widen to cause something to become larger or to include a larger amount or number. Widen. Shrink. To become smaller or to make something smaller. Undo. The cause of someone's failure or of their loss of power or money ធ្វើឲ្យខូចធ្វើឲ្យអន្តរាយ undo and the next one controversy actually is the word end in y but in the plural form change y to is controversy it refer to a lot of disagreement and a lot of disagreement or argument about something usually because it affects or is important to many people controversy and involving around to have someone or something as the main or most important interest or subject ពាក់ព័ន្ធសំខាន់ involve around and multinational or transnational corporations សាជីវកម្មពហុជាតិឬក៏សាជីវកម្មអន្តរជាតិ multinational or transnational corporation pervasive present or noticeable in every part of a thing or place សាយភាយរីករាលដាល pervasive and altruism willingness to do things that bring advantages to others even if it results in disadvantage for yourself ភាពថ្លៃថ្នូរការគិតពីផលប្រយោជន៍អ្នកដទៃ altruism exceed to be greater than a number or amount or to go past an allowed limit លើ undermine already and impose also already accuse of something to say that someone has done something morally wrong illegal or unkind ចោទប្រកាន់ accuse pit somebody or something against somebody or something pit country against each other it structure pit somebody or something against somebody or something means to cause one person groups or thing to fight again to be in competition with another and trade-off a balance active between the tough desirable but in compatible features a compromise ល្អគ្មានពីរ or its synonym the choice it's synonym choice for example there is a trade-off between doing the job accurately and doing it quickly and severe causing a very great pain difficulty worry damage very serious And incentive something that is something that encourages a person to do something របស់លើកទឹកចិត្តឬក៏តាក់ចិត្ត and lure the quality or power that something or someone has that makes them attractive ធ្វើឲ្យមានភាពតាក់ទាញឬការតាក់ទាញ lure soar to rise very quickly to a high level កើនឡើងឆាប់រហ័ស soar. Oh, one more. Crushed to make object, especially in a skill way. រៀបចំ Okay, that's all in this point. This week everybody studied from only in this part. So now let's read together and to know about the meaning in this tag together. Yes, sorry. Okay. Wait. Neoliberalism. The Bretton Woods system created a control form of capitalism that lasted until the early 1970s. In the 1971, in an effort to counteract forces that were undermining the economic competitiveness of the U.S. President Nixon abandoned the gold standard. Here you can look at to the gold standard definition that allowed the dollar to fluctuate in values. The 1970s were characterized by global instability, including inflation, low levels of economic growth, high unemployment, and energy crisis. In the 1980s, the Bretton Woods system, which had been influenced by Keynesian interventionism, was further challenged in England and the US by British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher and US President Ronald Reagan, both strong proponents of what is often described as neoliberalism. And the term neoliberalism refers to a political movement influenced by classical liberal economic theories that pairs economic liberalism with economic development and political liberty. Neoliberalism portrays government control over the economy as inefficient and corruption. Characteristic neoliberal policies include downsizing. Downsize. If you downsize a company or organization, you make it smaller by reducing the numbers of people working for it, and if it downsizes, it becomes smaller in this way. បង្រួមឱកាសបន្ថយ Government privatizing public or state-owned enterprises, deregulating the economy, cutting taxes, expanding international markets, and removing barriers to global trade. Let's look at the definition of the gold standard: a monetary system that issues currency that is backed up by gold, whereby the holders of the currency can redeem that note for equivalent amounts of gold. And I don't need to read for all of you about this neoliberalism. Again, because I give the definition for it already. If necessary, you can look at it yourself. And free trade and multinational corporations. Neoliberal policy with their emphasis on free trade contributed to the globalization of trade and finance that we see today. Indeed, yeah, free trade has become one of the most common economic buzzwords associated with economic globalization, uh, regional and international trade, liberal, yeah, uh, liberalization agreements like NAFTA for short and GATT. Here you can look at the short word, the short form of this word, and it's the full form of it. Reduce trade barrier among nations. Proponents of free trade argue that eliminating trade barriers increases global wealth, consumer choice, and international security and peace. However, while some economists maintain that free trade increases the standard of living throughout the world, free trade critics point to studies that indicate that the gap between rich and poor countries is actually widening rather than shrinking. That claim they claim that free trade allows developed nations to exploit developing countries, destroying local industry and undoing the vital health, safety, and environmental protection won uh, by citizen movements across the globe in recent decades. Other critics maintain that free trade hurts developed nations as well, encouraging corporations to cut costs and increase profits by moving jobs to countries where they can pay workers less, avoid environmental and worker safety protections, and and eliminate costly health and retirement benefits. Yeah, central to the controversies revolving around free trade is the rise of multinational and transnational corporations of an MNC is a corporation that produces or delivers services in at least two countries. Their numbers have increased dramatically from 7,000 in 1970s, right, to approximately 15,000 in 2000. Their economic power is extensive. Some MNCs have budgets that are larger than those of many countries, such as a result of the pervasive international powers of MNC. Some have referred to economic globalization as corporate globalization. Although MNCs are motivated by profits rather than uh, altruism. Yeah. Some studies suggest that multinational generally pays an average wage that exceeds the average rate in the local area. Other economists suggest that multinational companies help domestic companies learn how to be more effective and uh, efficient. Yeah, efficient, putting all companies in an area where multinational are operating to be more productive. In contrast, in contrast, critic of MNCs and free trade argue that MNCs have used international trade organizations and agreements to undermine the abilities of local state and nation global governments to impose safety, environmental, and controls on business, thus limiting government abilities to protect their citizens and their environment from harm, especially special, Specifically, MNC are accused of crafting trade agreement in such a way that they pit countries against each other in a race to the bottom. A poor country wants to attract corporations that will create jobs for their citizens, but the trade-off can be severe as corporations are attracted to the country that set the lowest wage levels, the lowest environmental standards, the lowest consumer safety standards. A free trade critic Ralph Nader puts it is a tragic incentive loop. Yeah. Workers, consumers, and communities in all countries lose. Short-term profit soar, and big business wins. Okay, that's all for today video lesson, and we have a lot of vocabulary and the meaning in this coming from economics. I think that it's not the problem for all of you in this new point, because it has no a lot of difficult with the same as the previous slide, and it is easy to understand for all of you. And but it has the yes uh, many the short of the short form of the some words, like gold standard, and like, okay, here NAFTA and GATT. uh, N NAFTA is a free trade agreement between the US, Canada, and Mexico that sought to encourage trade between the three countries. And GATT, the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, was a treaty whose functions were taken over by the WTO. Yeah. Thanks you for video lesson today. Goodbye. See you. Good luck.